you to talk to probation. I don't believe we'll need his, yeah, I do need the fingerprints because it's a battery charge, even on a withhold. Well, for even a battery on a withhold, because it's enhanceable on a withhold, right? Everyone agree with that?
I believe so, Judge.
Yeah, okay, so basically there can be a felony battery based on prior conviction, even if it's not a conviction, it's a withhold. So that's why I need the fingerprints. But I need you to talk to probation. Oh, you want him up there first? Okay. Gotcha. Anything else? All right.
Judge,
One more thing. Mr. Roller, you have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Mr. Shaw.
I was asked to cover for Mike Flowers. He has, it looks like three cases on the docket. First is Zania Brown, 23 CF 1672, 24 CF 1262. He's asking to leave that set for docket day without subpoenas, anticipating a resolution.
All right, did he happen to say what would happen if he doesn't resolve it that day?
I'm fairly, he's certain it's going to resolve that day, Judge.
All right, so what's that going to be? 'Cause it's September 2nd, Tuesday next week. All right, it's September 2nd, because Monday's a holiday. Our docket day's on Tuesday.
Thank you, Judge. Next case he had was Kelvin Wise, that's 24 CF 1362. My understanding was he had deposition set, alleged victims were present.
No, Your Honor, we did not serve the victim. The victim wasn't served.
Why not? Because this is the same issue that we had last pretrial, was the victim wasn't served, and they were being served through the state attorney's office, is my understanding.
Yes, Your Honor. They didn't send us the subpoena to send to the victim, and I personally made a mistake in stating that there are two victims in the case. There is one who lives in South Florida, the other one is currently in this area. I mistakenly said that we had the new address for the victim in South Florida, but we don't. So we need to serve the victim now.
Let me make sure that I'm not getting it confused, because I went back and reviewed what happened last time. Is one of the victims is apparently not cooperating, and the other one can't be served.
Well, the reason also is because she had her own felony case.
Okay.
And so now I have to get with probation to see where she is, and we can serve her.
That should be pretty easy.
Yes, now it should be very easy.
Well, my concern is this case is 14 months old, and we can't seem to get a deposition done. And it's the same issue that we had 2 months ago is my problem with it. I know you weren't here for that, Mr. Shaw, but I'm just kind of making the record clear. So what are you asking for?
Judge, obviously, Mr. Flowers is going to need to take depositions on the case. I would like to leave it set and see if we can have them here at docket day, or if they're going to cooperate. If they're not going to cooperate, there's no point in keep kicking this case down the road.
All right, so put it for docket day for plea or continuance, so I have an idea on what's going to happen going forward. I just don't like to continue cases, especially for the same reason it was continued last time.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so we'll put that on September 2nd for status on the deposition of the alleged victim. What else do you have, Mr. Shaw?
The last one I saw, Judge, for Mr. Flowers is Kyle Brandon Frazier, 24, CF 2179. I believe that's going to be a request for a continuance.
All right, what's the issue? I think the last time it was something to do with an accident reconstruction. Or
I believe that's still what it is, Judge.
I'm not sure if he's doing an accident reconstruction. I know we've given him ours, Mr. Flowers ours, and I know it's hard to, and we did do a deposition of the officer for that.
And when was that?
That was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. Can we leave this on since Mr. Flowers is going to have to be here on Tuesday
That's
anyway,
fine.
and see if we can get some idea on what's going on?
That'd be fine, Judge.
All right.
225 P or C.
B or C for Second.
And Judge, is the Elmore case on, under Mr. Flowers' name for today? I didn't see it on
I
the
didn't
docket.
see it on the docket.
Okay,
But I do have James Eckhart for you.
okay. He's here, Judge, and I checked with Mr. Flowers about that to see. Let's leave it set without as well.
Okay. Well, the issue was Mr. Flowers was providing some more information to the state, and then I reserved ruling on retaking the depositions until they
Right.
had talked about it.
Right.
Ms. Leone, is it your case?
Yes, it is.
Have y'all talked about whatever the new reciprocal discovery could be?
I have not received any reciprocal discovery at this time, Your Honor.
Have y'all talked about what his?
Not at all.
All right, I'm going to call it plea or continuance for September 2nd. We can talk about the status of that issue because I reserved ruling based on the fact that y'all are going to have this conversation. It sounds like it hasn't been done, so we'll talk about it on Tuesday next week.
Thank you.
I'll relay that to Mr. Flowers, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Shaw. Anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir. All right, Mr. Gilbert. Make a quick announcement before you get started. Is anybody here represented by the public defender? Okay. Your name, sir? Say again. Okay. All right. The public defender is not getting here till 1 o'clock, so that's when that docket starts. That's why I wanted to make a quick announcement. So we could maybe get their names just to make sure we know who's here. But your lawyer may not be here until 1 o'clock. All right, Mr. Gilbert, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I just noticed a few of the cases were on this docket and didn't want people sitting all day if they're not going to be heard till 1. Go ahead.
First case is Yerzak Agadello in 24 CF 2155. We have a waiver on file. I understand state has an announcement.
I was waiting for Your Honor. The state dismisses the case against Mr. Agudelo because, for victims' wishes and statements that she made.
All right, so that's 24 CF 2155 has been dismissed by the state.
And last case is Bradley Starcher in 25 CF 1148. We have a waiver on file. It's the first time up, and we request a continuance.
What was the name?
That's without objection, Your Honor.
Starcher.
Remember that one. Here it is. Not coming up on your name on my printed docket, but it is there. So it looks like it's the first time up.
Either, Your Honor, on the, still shows Ms. Leone on the clerk's side, but it is my case, so no objection.
Who knows? All right, October 27th at 9 o'clock, Mr. Gilbert, for your first continuance.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Dyer.
Good morning.
Morning.
Your Honor, I have one on the docket.
A Champagne, and it's 25 CF 1037. There's a waiver on file. It's a first time up, Judge. I believe I will have depositions scheduled hopefully the end of October with the state. I don't know if you'd like to put it on docket day. We need to schedule it with the state, so.
It's the first time up. I'm not going to give any grief to you as long as y'all are trying to get those depositions set. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor, no
All right.
objection.
All right, October 27th at 9 o'clock for your second pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
All
Have a
right.
good day, Your Honor.
All right, you too. All right, Mr. Ramey. That'll be Mr. Hardy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
May it please the court, first case, Your Honor, is State of Florida versus Andrew Fox, 24-1596. This time, Mr. Fox will change his prisoner plea of not guilty and a plea of no contest as charged to the two-count information. May I approach the bench?
Yes. Mr. Fox, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you state your full name and date of birth, please?
Andrew Paul Fox, October 21st, 2003.
And Mr. Fox, you're here in 24 CF 1596, where you're charged with 2 counts of, is it just? I'm looking at the wrong one. 2 counts of possession of obscene material. I've been handed a plea and sentencing agreement between you and the state attorney's office that calls for you to plead no contest to those charges and be sentenced to 5 years sex offender probation for each count. That's consecutive, so it's a total of 10 years probation. Is that the understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, no contact with any minors, curfew of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. All conditions pursuant to Chapter 948.304 Florida statute. It says Jessica Lunsford eligible, GPS monitor, and the curfew modifiable based on your work or school hours, no access to the internet, and forfeit your seized items. What would the court cost on that? Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Is that the state's agreement?
Yes, Judge, accuracy designation would be required.
Yes. Is that what you want to do today, Mr. Fox?
Yes, sir.
This appears to be a guideline sentence. All right. Did you go over this plea and sentencing agreement with your lawyer, Mr. Fox?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it? Did not. I don't have any signatures on it, Mr. Reed. It's fine. Does the state sign it? All right, so now, Mr. Fox, you've had a chance to sign the agreement, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And are you satisfied with your attorney's advice and representation?
Yes, sir.
And are you currently under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or controlled substances?
No, sir.
Are you currently suffering from any mental health issues or concerns?
No, sir.
Has anyone forced, pressured, or threatened you in any way to enter this plea? Thank
No,
you.
sir.
Has anyone promised you anything in return for your plea?
No, sir.
And do you understand by entering a plea there won't be a trial of any kind?
Yes, sir.
And that you're giving up your right to a trial and all the trial rights which are on page 1 going into page 2 of the agreement that you signed?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand that you're waiving all potential defenses that you may have?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, this could lead to your deportation?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this is a felony adjudication, so you'd be a convicted felon because of this?
Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that you'll be designated as a sexual offender?
Yes, sir.
Based on all that, what is your plea to the 2 counts?
No contest.
Accept your no contest plea as freely, voluntarily, and knowingly given. Sentence you to adjudicate you guilty on both counts. 5 years of sex offender probation for each count to be served consecutively for a total of 10 years, which is the maximum amount of probation allowable under this charge. No contact with any minors, curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., no internet access, GPS monitor. Curfew can be modified for purposes of work or school. You're going to forfeit the seized items that were seized by law enforcement. It's going to be $817 in court costs, $40 cost of supervision. Again, this is I'm going to designate you a sexual offender, and you are Jessica Lunsford eligible. Anything that I've missed as far as the agreement?
Judge, did you mention the GPS monitor?
I did. I kind of jumped around, but the GPS monitor, $1 per day, yes. And this is a guideline sentence. I'm showing the guidelines at 33.4 points, which is under the presumptive prison sentence. All right, Mr. Fox, I'm going to need you to step up and be fingerprinted, then you're going to talk to probation. Before you leave this morning, you have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court.
Next case, Your Honor, is State of Florida versus Jordan Fisher, 24-1234 CF. We've taken around the depositions in that case. A couple of the officers didn't show up. We're also engaging an expert with request to put it on the October 27th date. The state has an objection.
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so was the officer served and didn't show up, or wasn't able to be served?
One officer was served, one officer was not able to be served.
Okay, all right. Well, let's make sure we get those reset before the next pretrial, which will be October 27th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, Mr. Ramey, thank you.
See you, Judge. Thank
You
you.
too. Mr. Hardy. Good morning, Your Honor. Morning.
All right, the first case I have is Jake Corley, 25 CF 297. Speaking with the state this morning, we're going to ask to continue that one more time, and I think we'll have it worked out.
Where are we at in the process? I think there was a plea offer that was being discussed.
There's a plea offer. We're pretty close with that, Your Honor. There's a couple of things we want to look at as far as this case was about explosives. There's just some things I got to iron out.
I remember the case now.
Yes.
All right, and this case is just from February, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's relatively new. This is only the second time up. Objections from the state? All right, October 27th at 9 a.m. for your next pretrial, Mr. Hardy.
Your Honor, my next case is Wesley Lawson, 25 CF 496, and Mr. Lawson is present and approaching. And Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Lawson is going to withdraw his previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest to the lesser included offense of a misdemeanor possession of paraphernalia. It'll be 1129 probation with a substance abuse evaluation and treatment and fines and costs, if I may approve.
Thank you, sir. Court cost $270. Okay. Mr. Lawson, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you state your full name and date of birth?
Wesley Michael Lawson, Jr., June 29, 1997.
All right. And Mr. Lawson, you're here in 2025 CF 496, charged currently with possession of controlled substance, which is a third-degree felony, punishable up to 5 years in state prison. Do you understand that? All right, I've been handed a plea and sentencing agreement that would have you plead to a lesser included offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor. It'd be 11 months, 29 days of probation, a substance abuse evaluation, any recommended treatment, and then $270 in court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's also withhold of adjudication. All right. Is that what you want to do today? All right. All right, have you gone over this plea and sentencing agreement with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the advice and representation of your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or controlled substances?
No, sir.
Are you currently suffering from any mental health issues or concerns?
No, sir.
Do you understand that by entering this plea, there won't be a trial of any kind?
Yes, sir.
And that you're giving up your trial rights that are listed on page 1 of the agreement you signed?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced, pressured, or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Has anyone promised you anything in return for your plea?
No, sir.
Do you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, this could lead to your deportation?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea to the lesser included offense of misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia?
No contest.
All right, I'm going to accept your no contest plea to the possession of drug paraphernalia, sentence you to 11 months, 29 days probation, withhold adjudication, substance abuse evaluation, any recommended treatment, $270 in court costs, $40 cost of supervision. Don't think I need your fingerprints, so if I can just have you talk to probation. You have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court. It's a misdemeanor, so we don't need guidelines. Statute. What's the statute for paraphernalia? 893.135?
147.
147. I think that's drug trafficking.
Yes, my last case, Your Honor, is Caleb Thompson, 25 CF 565, and Mr. Thompson is present approaching. Your Honor, in speaking with Ms. Bosley this morning, I feel like we have this case worked out, waiting on some paperwork from the state. I'm going to ask to continue it, and once we get that paperwork, we're going to get it on a miscellaneous date and get it done.
Without objection, Your Honor, we are going forward on this.
My understanding is you're not going to be heard on that because of the microphone being so far away from y'all. I hate to do that to you, but
Yeah, that's fine. I forgot about that.
Judge, we have no objection to that. I have been speaking with Mr. Hardy. I do need to speak with the victims in the case prior to taking any final actions.
all right, so it's going to be October 27th at 9 o'clock for the next pretrial. This is just a case from March. I know we had the hearing with the service providers who were already present, so we'll see you back on that date, sir.
Thank you,
Your
Judge.
Honor.
Thank you.
And
That's all
I'll
I
try to
have.
remember to
Thank
come over here.
Sir Bradley Anderson?
It's okay. All right, Mr. Stewart, I guess you remember what number you were?
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Brad Stewart present. My first client on the court's docket is Randy Bogus, Judge, Boggess, Judge 25, CF 818. Your Honor, if we can leave this on for docket day, plea or continue.
Is he present, or do you waive his presence?
We have a waiver on file, Judge. It's first time up. This is a transfer from the south end, and I believe that Mr. Sheik is reviewing that matter.
Mr. Sheik, any?
It is my case, and we can talk after. I do have the offer for you.
You want to maybe bring that back next week, or you just want to go straight to? I know it's the first time up.
Because if we can have the 902 date, plea or continue.
Let's do that. Plea or continue for.
There's a
September
suppression
2nd.
issue as well, of anticipate filing, depending on what the state has to say.
Possible motion to suppress. All right, we'll see you back on Tuesday next week, September 2nd. Plea or continuance.
Your Honor, my next client is Joshin Deval Figueroa. This is 25 CF 1188. Mr. Figueroa is present before the court. Judge, this is the first time up. We do need to continue the case.
There's no objection.
All right, that's going to be October 27th at 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, my next client is Ethan Heathershaw. This is 25 CF 1071. Your Honor, if we can leave this on for docket day, plea or continue for 902.
Okay. So first time up.
It is the first time up, Judge. We may be able to bring this in for a landing. There's some other technical issues the state made me aware of this morning, so I want to leave this on.
Okay, September 2nd at 9 o'clock. Plea or continue.
Your Honor, my next client is Tiffany Stout, S-T-O-U-T. It's 25 CF 1113. We do need to continue. This is the first time up.
Without objection, Your Honor, we are working on depositions. There are 3 co-defendants, but that's
Three
already in the works.
co-defendants?
Well, they're not co-defendants.
I know what
they're-
the situation is.
They're interrelated, let's put it
Okay,
that
I just
way.
didn't realize there was 3.
Right, well, it's the parents and the child, but
Okay,
I think the attorneys all want to be involved. So we're going to try to get everybody together.
all right, I understand. Oh, 3 total co-defendants then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought you were saying 3 other co-defendants.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. All right. You want October 27th on that, Mr. Stewart?
Yes, Your Honor, if we may. And
October
Judge,
27th, 9 o'clock. Go ahead.
yeah, Judge, can Ms. Leone and I approach real quick? That's all I have, maybe.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Durrell?
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
May it please the court, Dustin Durrell. Your Honor, my first client today is Mr. James Kaufman. And request a continuance. We had depositions scheduled. Those had to be rescheduled, conflict with the state schedule. I believe they are currently set for October 22nd.
Okay.
That's correct, Judge.
All right.
I had to reset them when the dates got expanded for the.
All right, depositions are set for October 22nd, so we'll put you on the October 27th date at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next is Mr. Dion Green. Your Honor, similar to Mr. Shaw's matter, last we were here, the state informed me they would get the witness served. We had attempted to serve her 2 or 3 times with no success. I was not aware I had to provide the state with a subpoena. When they told me they were getting it done, I thought they were getting it done. So depositions were scheduled for last week. That witness was never served on. Would request a continuance so I can get the subpoena to the state and they can get the witness served.
Is that a new way of doing things? I always thought when someone is to be served care of the state attorney's office, y'all just took care of that.
We do take care, but the defense has to provide us with the subpoena for depositions because it's still their deposition. We just offer service of the subpoena.
Well, I understand. I'm not sure. Does it always work that way? I don't remember it
That I
working like
know
that,
of.
and it seems to be surprising to 2 different defense lawyers today. I'm just asking the question. I'm just trying to find out what we can do to make sure we're not continuing cases because there's a breakdown in the system as to how these things are working.
So that I know, Your Honor, it's always been like that.
Okay, well, I guess everyone here, listen up. Make sure you're sending subpoenas over to the state so they can get them served for you when it's care of the state attorney's office. I just want to make sure everyone knows to do that so we don't have any other continuances based on this issue.
I never had any other issue with other attorneys, so they must have known that.
I know. All right, so Mr. Green, his case is getting on the old side, so let's try to bring it in for a landing on October 27th as your next pretrial, 9 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I believe that's all I have.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Emerson. Morning. I didn't know you were on this side of things.
Yes, sir, I am.
Is that recent?
It is very recent, about a month.
About a month, okay. I saw the name when I was going through the list and didn't realize that you were doing defense work. All right, who do you have, Ms. Emerson?
I have one client today, Blake Joseph Rodriguez Usjack. It's hyphenated. It's 25 CF 0922.
Can you give me the number again?
For 25 CF 0922.
Remember that name on the docket.
It's Rodriguez Usjack. I think the hyphenation kind of. And
Is he present?
he is not present, Judge. He resides south of Houston.
Okay. You seeing that one on the docket anywhere? I looked at his arraignment date. It was given this date, but it's not showing up on my docket, but. You do or do not? Okay. For some reason, they didn't put you on the docket, but we'll handle the case anyway.
Thank you, Judge.
Because I'm looking at y'all filed a written plea of not guilty, and it was given August 25th at 9 a.m., but for some reason, it didn't get inputted that way. So what are you looking to do with it, Ms. Emerson?
Your Honor, this is first time up. I received discovery a few days ago and a plea offer this morning. I'd ask for continuance.
All right, let's put you down for October 27th at 9 a.m.
Good to see you.
All right, you too. Have a good day. Mr. Browning.
Corey Browning for Dolores Cox. Judge, it's first time up, we're going to have to pass it, but it should be a PTI next pretrial.
Has she been released?
Yeah, she's out, Judge.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I remember that was an issue right when it first happened.
Okay.
All right, any objections from the state?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, 10:27 at 9 o'clock for a possible pretrial intervention.
Next have Cody Ladner, and that's going to be a written plea agreement to a misdemeanor, Judge. May I approach?
Yes. Thank you. Would I need fingerprints with this one, Mr. Browning? It's a
I don't know,
battery?
Judge.
What's that?
I don't know. Need fingerprints?
It's a battery charge. Even if it's a withhold, it's enhanceable, so I need fingerprint.
does need fingerprints, Your Honor, yes.
Can we just put it as a condition of probation, Judge?
Probation have any issues with that? Him turning in his fingerprints as a condition of probation? I've seen it done before, hasn't really come up that
We do it
often.
in county court.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's typically where it happens, because you can do pleas in absentia on misdemeanors. All right, so I'm just going to write that in, if I can have you
Yes, sir.
initial it once I do that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, so this calls for a withhold of adjudication, 6 months probation with JCS. That's what y'all worked out. I think that was the issue because of the out-of-state probation problem.
Yeah, with the PTI, so the state agrees to do a misdemeanor in lieu of the PTI.
Okay. All right, so it's a withhold of adjudication, 6 months probation with judicial correction services, no contact with the victim, anger management, substance abuse evaluation, any recommended treatment, 622 in court costs, and turn in the fingerprints. Can you make sure a copy of this gets to JCS,
Yes,
Mr.
Judge.
Mr. Browning, once you get your copy?
Contact information, they scan that.
We've got it. We've got it.
Yeah,
We sent a letter with
Okay,
that barcode. Thank you, ma'am. Samantha Carrick,
Eric?
please say was going to make an announcement on that, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor, in 25 CF 816, the state is going to null pros that case based off of the victim's request.
All right. All right, that case will be dismissed by the state. All right. Anything else, Mr. Browning?
Judge, I do have a case set for this afternoon for some
gonna
reason.
ask that.
Yeah, Donald Courtney. I checked the clerk's website. I see my notice and everything was filed, but that doesn't show me as attorney of record.
I thought I had you as attorney of record because that's why I was going to ask. I saw it on the docket, but no, I don't.
If the court can take it, we're asking a continuous, Judge, this first time up.
Got this, it's on the 1 o'clock docket. All right, Donald Courtney, 25 CF 969, it's the first time up. Continued to October 27th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. All right, Charles Williams. Morning.
I've got State of Florida versus Tiffany Streeter, that's 24 CF 2811. We have depositions scheduled for the 24th of next month, Your Honor, September 24th. If I could just get a return after
What happened to
that.
the July depositions? Did y'all just?
Your Honor, we canceled those to accommodate counsel for one of the co-defendants and reset them.
Okay. Case is getting a little bit older for this type of charge, but we'll put it on October 27th. Any objection from
No
the state?
objection, Your Honor.
October 27th at 9 o'clock. Let's get those depositions done. All right.
That's the only one I have, Your Honor. So that concludes my business.
Did you file a motion to withdraw on Taylor?
I
Jessica
did.
Taylor? I know you talked about it last time, but
And
just
I-
because you
I-
filed it doesn't mean I get to see it.
I
so.
did it that very day, and I double-checked with your JA this morning, and it's, I believe it's been assigned to Mr. Cobb on the 28th of July.
I mean, not that I don't believe you and my assistant. Let me just double check to make sure it's on a court date.
think it's,
I signed that order on July 28th. It was posted today.
yes, I know, that's why I was still on the docket, and I was, for that, and that's why I double-checked everything as well.
All right. Do you have another court date for it, or is it just set for today? All right. Is Jessica Taylor here? I don't think Mr. Cobb has anything on my docket today.
Could stand in for him and give you
Well,
information.
we can, get you a new court date, but I signed a different lawyer to you about 4 weeks ago, and unfortunately, it just got processed this morning. So, you don't have your lawyer here. Would you rather come back next week or in October?
Week.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on, yeah.
I think he does have.
He does. That's why it was posted today, because you contacted my office, Mr. Williams, and my assistant made sure it happened this morning.
Well, when I saw my name on the docket, I sort of panicked and thought I had forgotten to do the appropriate thing.
Has anyone seen Mr. Cobb? Is anyone covering for Mr. Cobb? All right, why don't you hang around, Miss Taylor? You can go, Mr. Williams, but to see if he gets here, that way you can make contact with him and maybe avoid a court date next week for no reason. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor, that's all I got.
All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. All right, Ms. Dudley?
First one I have is Charles Blanchard and 25 CF214. You know, we got some admitted discovery and we're working on getting depositions set. I would ask for continuance to the next.
No objection.
October 27th, 9 o'clock.
And next I have is Latavius Brown and 24 CF785. Could we leave this for docket day for PRC?
We can do plea or trial.
Can we approach real quick?
Yes.
Backbone Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briarpatch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
September 2nd, 9 o'clock, clear continuance.
And next I have is Donald Couch and 25 CF389. We can leave that for the second. I got an offer for a misdemeanor. That should be a plea on the second.
Is that going to be an absentia? Or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Make sure that you get fingerprints for me. The driver on suspended, so.
It'll be a no valid deal. But
it'll be a no valid?
Yes, sir.
Is that enhanceable still? No, but I know that law changed around the time I think I took the bench, so I don't remember, because we don't deal with a whole lot of no valid DL in circuit court.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's make sure we have everything we need on that day.
Yes, sir.
September 2nd.
I think the next one I have is Logan Killebrew and 24 CF 1565. Your Honor, we're in the process of setting depositions on him. This one I did not have the whole time. I got discovery. That was the biggest issue last time. I do have that. I just want to ask for a continuance to get those depositions done.
No objection.
I expect those to be done on October 27th for
Yes,
your
sir.
next pretrial, 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, next I have is Jeff Ledoux in 24 CF 1018, 24 CF 2012. This is one with discovery. Took a while to get. We did get it. We do have an offer that I need to discuss with my clients. If we can leave it P or C, we were in the process of setting depositions, but if we can get it resolved, we won't need that.
Okay.
So we can leave it for docket day.
Is that a new offer you said?
No, they just made the offer is just for a misdemeanor, so I just want to talk to him about it because it is a DUI.
September 2nd, plea or continuance.
Next I have is Akari Lee in 24 CF 2178. We did have some depositions. We got some additional, I believe there was additional reports. And we were, I'm asked to continue to reset some of the people who could not show.
That was just last week.
Yes, sir.
Whose case is that?
It's my case, Your Honor.
All right, any objections to that?
No, no objection.
A lot of 2024 cases we need to get resolved.
Yes, sir. Next I have is
October 27th, 9
Sorry.
o'clock. Sorry.
Next I have is Charles Ransom at 25 CF 32. I do have a misdemeanor plea, if I may approach.
Yes. Is it just the misdemeanor? Okay. All right, so Charles Ransom, 25 CF 32. No contest to count 2, which is the drug paraphernalia, and the state's dismissing count 1, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, adjudication of guilt, 270 in court costs, credit for time served. How's he going to pay the court
You
costs?
can give it 90 days, Your Honor.
All right, 90 days to pay the costs, or it'll go to collections.
I think that's all I have.
What about Colby Hart?
He's incarcerated, Your Honor.
Why is he on this docket?
He picked up, I think, new charges.
Oh, so he was incarcerated after his last
Correct.
pretrial. All right, so we'll see him on Wednesday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right,
That's all I have.
thank you.
Thank you.
It's falling off of it. All right, Ms. Merrifield. Morning.
Start with the Flaherty cases, but in all candor, when I checked the docket, it was a little off, so. The first case I should have, Brandy Merrifield on behalf of Charles Day, 25 CF 854. There is a waiver on file for Mr. Day. It's the second time up. I am still waiting on discovery. However, I have discussed it with ASA Sheik. That is supposed to be arriving shortly, and we have discussed a potential offer. So I am requesting a continuance to give me a chance to review everything.
Mr. Sheik?
That is correct. If it isn't there right now, it should be there within the next 24 hours.
Was there a reason why it's delayed?
I'm not sure what happened in there, Your Honor. Genuinely, I don't know. I thought it was already sent.
Okay. All right, so you want a continuance for that reason, Ms.
Yes,
Merrifield?
please.
All right, October 27th at 9 o'clock.
And then I have Matthew Deedy, 24 CF 2320. There's a waiver on file for Mr. Deedy. We have change of plea scheduled on October the 9th, and that will resolve the case.
And are you set in the afternoon
Or
or the morning?
It is in the morning, Judge. Should be 10/9 at 9 a.m.
I don't see it yet, but I'll take your word for it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, 9 a.m., October 9th for change of plea.
And then I have Joseph Felicia, 25 CF 530. There's a waiver on file for Mr. Felicia. We have depositions on October the 28th. If we could just leave it set for the pretrial on 10/27. If something changes,
You
then
always then put it on the docket day from there.
Exactly.
October 27th.
And does the
9 o'clock.
court still have Ms. Pear listed?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Pear was a pretrial diversion agreement filed on June the 30th.
You have that, Reagan?
And she actually pled in court. That was 24 CF 2190.
Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, it's there. Why is it still on the docket? Yeah, everything was filed June 30th, and there was a minute sheet. All right.
Does the court still have Ronald Pruitt? 25 CF 178?
I do.
All right. Mr. Pruitt was a PTI without a plea on June the 23rd. And I have corresponded with probation multiple times to try to get that resolved, and I do believe they filed everything.
It was filed on the 23rd?
It was announced on the 23rd. I don't think anybody filed it, so I started corresponding with one of the head officers at probation because PTI agreements weren't showing up for months on end. And I was told that it was filed at the end of June. I was told it was filed at the end of July. And honestly, Judge, I don't know where it is at this point, but I was told it was handled twice.
I don't see it in my system or the clerk's new system.
Could we continue it? He is corresponding with the PTI officer. If we could just continue it to 1027, and I'll try to figure it out.
It's not a problem. I just don't like the fact that things are getting filed and no one
Understood.
seems to see them. And I don't see it even in the clerk's site, so maybe that's one of those stragglers.
And then
1027 at 9 o'clock for status.
Thank you, Judge.
On the PTI.
Does the court still have Isabella Steffen
I do.
listed? All right, 25 CF 1210. A no pros was filed on July the 14th.
Was. But it's still on the docket.
Okay, so we're good on Ms. Steffen.
You're good on Ms. Steffen.
All right, the last one listed under Flaherty should be Sean Stout in 25 CF 1088. There's a waiver on file. This is one of the 3 co-defendant cases. We are coordinating depositions. We've sent some dates to the state. I'm also struggling a little bit with obtaining the CPT information. Nothing from the state. They've sent it to me for whatever reason. It's not downloading, so Ms. Bosso and I are working on that. So I would request the 1027 pretrial, and hopefully we can get everything situated.
That is without objection, Your Honor.
Without objection from the state. 1027, 9 o'clock.
That should be all that was docketed under Flaherty.
Dodd?
Okay.
Is an inmate?
I know which one you're talking about. So Ms. Dodd is not my case. I don't know why it was put under my name. I
It's
did
under
check-
Mr. Flaherty, it
Yeah,
says.
it is.
Okay.
His name's first on the letterhead, so all my cases fall under him. I saw there was a notice that was entered, but it wasn't one of ours.
That's fun. So the notice of appearance is yours, but it's for a different case, and it's
Yes.
filed in Ms. Dodd's case.
And we did notify the clerk because I did look Ms. Dodd up. She was assigned the public defender, didn't want her to lose the benefit of the public defender, and the clerk was supposed to
Is
remedy
Ms.
that.
Dodd here? She's an inmate. All right, so let's see if we can clear these things up, and who would have, Mr. Mattis, who would have D?
I would, Your Honor.
All right, so
Patricia Dodd, is it?
Patsy,
Patsy Dodd, that name sounds familiar.
for some reason, something from a different file, a different case was filed in this one. And it should be your case for Wednesday.
Okay, understood, Your Honor.
all
I'll
right.
take a look at it.
Patsy Dodd, all right.
Yeah, I think I've got it. Okay.
So that should be all of the cases listed under.
So we'll see her on 8/27. All right, and then cases under you, Ms.
Yes,
Merrifield?
sir. All right, so the first one should be Brandy Merrifield on behalf of Michael Allpeter, 25 CF 721. I have a deferred prosecution agreement for Mr. Allpeter, if I may approach.
Yes. Thank you. So deferred prosecution agreements filed in 25 CF 721. Court accepts that. Take him off the docket. Hopefully.
Next, Judge, I have Sampson Graham in 24 CF 2660. Mr. Graham actually has two cases. I only represent him for one, but I do have a global offer to resolve at docket day. So I'd like to leave this one set for docket day without.
Did y'all get your depot done last week? I know
We've
there-
handled everything that we need
Okay.
to, Mr. Graham. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I will email the jail. He was originally out, picked up a new charge. He's now back in, but I saw that he's on Monday's docket, not Wednesday's, but I'll reach out. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Do you want to keep him on for Wednesday or just come back Tuesday
Nope,
next week?
come back Tuesday of next week,
Okay,
please.
September 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Then I have Dawn Guess, 25 CF 1253. There's a waiver on file. It's the first time up. I'm still waiting on discovery, so I request the 1027 pretrial.
Same, it should be within 24 hours, Your Honor.
Okay.
If it's not already there.
1027 at 9 o'clock.
And I think the last one is Eileen Smith in 24 CF 2848. There's a waiver on file. Conducted depositions last week, just waiting on an updated offer. I have spoken with ASA Leone about that, so I am requesting the 1027 to continue the case to give us an opportunity to discuss and allow her an opportunity to reach out to the listed victim.
Objection.
October 27th, 9 o'clock.
The meaty case needs just a little bit more time, Judge.
Yeah, it's not a terribly old case.
And that should be all.
Looks like that's all I have.
Wonderful. Thank you, Judge.
All right. All right. I've got several people who were up. I'm trying to do based on who was here first. Mr. Cotton? Oh, yeah, you are. Sorry. You are.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Cotton.
Your Honor, I have a few cases on your docket this morning. The first one is going to be Alexis Jade Kasimbat. That's 24 CF 2246. Your Honor, we have a written plea agreement to a misdemeanor, if I may approach.
Yes. Sorry, I missed you. All right, court accepts the written plea in 24 CF 2246. That's to it says amended information. Was it an amended information file as to the reckless driving?
Is that how you're doing it, Josh?
I didn't file that one. I will make sure it gets in today. I don't know, does it need to be in prior to this, Your Honor?
I'll accept it, but it just needs to be filed. But reckless driving is 316-1935.
Yes, sir. Sorry, normally I add the statute number by the plea agreement.
Because they're tricking me with all these traffic statute numbers. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's not 1935, Your Honor. That looks like fleeing.
192, Judge. 316-192.
That was close. All right, Florida statute 316.192. Mr. Cotton, for some reason, there's no B on Byron on your e-signature. You might want to make sure that's Not a permanent issue.
Got it, thank you.
Who else do you have, Mr. Todd?
Your Honor, the next case is Michael Pakacek, 24 CF 1486. Judge, we have depositions set on October 7th on that case. I believe that should round out the depositions on this case, at least the ones we expect to take. The state did provide a long list of people that were present. However, I believe the depositions on the 7th may address the concerns. If there's more needed, we'll address it at that time. The only other remaining issue is once we conduct the deposition and hear from the one of the witnesses there, we may need to retain an expert. Don't know if I'll need one until after that deposition. So I would imagine this should be wrapped up in the next 2 cycles.
That's without objection, Your Honor. As Mr. Cotton said, the depositions are set. It is moving forward.
I know there's been some issues with the case, but it's getting a little bit on the older side, so let's make sure it resolves in those 2 cycles. But I'll put it on
Yes, sir.
October 27th, just to kind of check in on it at 9 o'clock, make sure there's nothing else that has to be done at that point.
And Judge, we're still on for a 9/25. Ms. Basso had stipulated to a partial return of the property that's part of that, which we received. Thank you for the same. There were a couple more items she did not have an opportunity to check with law enforcement on. So we'll just leave that set. If Ms. Basso is able to do that before the date and either stipulate or contest, there were just a couple more items that were not as pressing at the time.
Didn't I sign an order on that already on some of them?
You did, Judge.
Okay.
You returned, she stipulated after speaking with law enforcement to the return of the computer. It's a work computer. So thank you for the same on that. But there's a couple more items that we believe were part of the other case that she was not able to get enough information from law
That's
enforcement.
fine. I just wanted to make sure that I had a recollection that I had signed it.
You did.
But I can't see it, because apparently once I sign things, they just disappear now.
Or they're on another site.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
I want to always make sure that either my memory's still working correctly, or that we're following up on these things. and
No,
make sure they're
Judge. In
getting
fact,
done.
I was able to coordinate with law enforcement to pick that equipment up on Friday, and my client's picking it up today. So Ms. Basso just didn't have an opportunity to check on the other things with law enforcement in the time period she was able to help get that.
If it's agreed upon, just send me another stipulated order. It looks like I filed it on 8/18, so it's only been a week.
Sure.
Judge.
Last case we have is Damon Becknell, case number 20CF10. Your Honor, welcome to the case, I presume. This, as the court's probably aware, I do not know, I'm sure the court hasn't had an opportunity to fully catch up on this case with the time that's gone. It's obviously, we're coming into the end of year 5 on this. It's been recently assigned to the court. I think the most appropriate, what I'm going to request.
It was recently assigned, but no one gave it a court date until I found it. so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think what I'm going to request is that the court just set a short case management conference on this case. And I know this is what we do here.
I thought we're at one.
Well, we are, Judge, but you got 180 cases minimum on this docket when I checked this morning, maybe just on the morning docket.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's what it said.
I think it's just the morning, yeah. And there's the afternoon, and then there's
I
Wednesday.
think it would benefit the court, the defense, and the state to be able to kind of bring the court up to speed.
I tried to read it. I know there were some issues about like some video and whether or not some third party had copy of it, and
And
but
Judge,
that's
that
about
is.
as far as I got until.
Well, the short version, Judge, is this case is on hold, right? Because when we had some prior motions that were filed. In those motions, Ms. Basso discovered that she had not provided some evidence in that case because of a prior predecessor in interest, and then law enforcement had brought it to her attention, I believe, when I set a motion to suppress. That created a Richardson issue, which essentially Judge Stone said, hey, whole case is on hold till we resolve this. At that hearing, the short version is that I asked the judge to enter a subpoena to Google to see what information was out there and if we had it and what the spoliation issues are. I have had that subpoena issued and served on Google at least once, maybe twice. They have told me we're not responding in an effort to try to resolve them, citing some federal statute saying they don't have to. I spoke in an effort to resolve it, Ms. Divany's here on behalf of the alleged victim in this case. She was noticed to be here today, Judge, by the clerk. I asked her to reach out to get it. She's been waiting 3 months and has had no response from Google representing the owner of the account. So at this point, I think it's time to reset the Richardson issue.
Was that heard before?
It was.
But not ruled upon?
That's fair.
We needed the outcome of the Google search warrant, and this is the first I'm hearing that you had difficulty getting that, so perhaps if myself and Mr. Cotton can discuss that outstanding issue, and in the meantime, go ahead and set an actual status date so we can bring the court up to date without everybody having to
Let me make
wait
sure I
on
just
us.
heard, because you referred to it as a search warrant, but it was a subpoena.
I'm sorry, it's a
Okay.
subpoena. I always
Search warrant. I don't think they
interchange
can
those when I say that.
object to.
Yeah. But Judge, that's something we may be able to assist with, so let me speak with Mr. Cotton, because it's the first time I'm hearing about that. But if we could go ahead and set maybe a date that we can go over all the outstanding issues, if that's acceptable to the court, so we don't take everybody's time.
Yeah, so the Richardson issue, we've got multiple motions still pending, Judge. Obviously, I know the court's probably aware, there's been multiple drop charge affidavits in this case. I think if we could get a case status conference with a little bit more time than a date.
No, I understand. I'm just looking at the dates to find out what's going to work best.
Sure.
Catch me in the meantime if you would on all that.
I will.
Then we'll have our own status conference first.
Before we do that.
Okay, sounds good.
You see anything on September 4th in the morning? September 4th too soon? It's next Thursday. The miscellaneous docket, but we didn't put
Let
anything
me
in the
pull up
morning
my-
yet.
Judge, I'm in Walton County that morning and have a seminar I'm putting on apparently for someone at ECAR. So.
Nice of you. Sounds
That
like
on
it's
the
not going to
5th.
work for anybody.
No.
Did make it work, but.
About the afternoon of September 25th. I know it's getting a little too far out there, but the other thing I can do is see if,
I will be here anyway for another hearing, so.
I'm available on the 25th, but I don't know does the court have time to set it? Are we going to do it in chambers? Are we going to do it in court? How would the court prefer to move forward?
I've got to be on the record, so I'd
Okay.
have to be in court, but.
Sure.
We've already got a sentencing that day, but it's an agreed upon sentence. I believe victims will want to be heard.
September 25th?
Yes, sir. I think Ms. Merrifield asked that that be set there. I don't know if that's paperwork has gone through yet. But as I said, that'll be an agreed upon with just some individuals being heard, so we don't anticipate a long hearing on that. So
Is that
this-
supposed to be in the afternoon then?
Yes, sir, I believe that's what we're requesting.
And why don't we do this? Let's put it on the afternoon of September 25th at 2 o'clock. Mr. Vinnie, is that an issue for you? Okay. No problem.
Judge, if that's the case, just out of convenience, would the court consider allowing me to move my morning motion to your afternoon docket? Do you have any on Mr. Pekacic's case? That may get resolved anyway.
Right.
But rather than being here morning and afternoon, if the court, that should be short.
That's fine. Just file an amended notice of hearing
Same time.
for the same time, for 2 o'clock, and we'll just hear all of them back to back.
And like I said, Judge, that may resolve itself.
All right, I'd say file something to tell us that it's going to be canceled, but make sure to just communicate that with my office too, so I don't prepare for a hearing that's not going to happen.
Sure.
Which I do a lot of lately.
Yes, sir.
And does the court still show Mr. Landry for Mr. Cotton?
I do still have Mr. Landry listed.
That was a null pros, Your Honor.
That was.
That was filed quite a while back.
It was.
I will just put it on the record now so that the Madam Clerk knows it, so it's not sitting out there. That was case number 25-459.
Sure. He's going to have 10:27 for his pretrial conferences, Pekacic. But
Yes, sir.
9:25 is a motion date that's already been set for 9 o'clock. It's going to be moved to 2 o'clock.
Yes, sir. And I'll file an amended
File an
notice.
amended just to make sure.
And we'll make
have
sure we
that.
copy your office.
Just, I don't want to keep bringing this stuff up, but you know, when things get filed and they don't appear for a month or two, I still prepare for the hearings because I see that they're there. So if you're going to cancel a hearing, if you could make sure you send something to my office too, so I don't spend
Absolutely.
sometimes 30, 60, 90 minutes preparing for something that's already been resolved. And I'm not blaming the lawyers here. It's just I need the information as soon as y'all get it.
Your Honor, I
I'm
believe
looking at
that's
the
all I
Landry
have on
case.
your.
The Landry case was null pros by the state 18 days ago. It's still not showing up in my system. It is in the clerk system, but I have to look into both to find
Sorry,
everything.
didn't know there was two systems.
Oh, there's more than that.
All right, well, I only can see one. All right, Judge, I think that's all I've got for the court.
Let me just write down that was null pros. All right, we will see you next time, Mr. Cotton.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right, Mr. Powell, I think, are you next? Mr. LaPella, do you guys want to arm wrestle over it?
I'll be efficient, Your Honor. Sean LaPella for the record. I have one case on the docket, Christy Rainey. And Judge, we're asking the court to continue that case for one cycle to conduct some depositions. It's fairly new.
Christy Rainey, it looks like it's the first time up. All right. Are the depots set, or you just need to get them set, Mr. LaPella?
We need to get them set, Judge. We just got through discovery, and I think that's the next step we need to take. We'll probably attempt to make them set this week.
All right, October 27th at 9 o'clock for your next pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Thank you,
Please
Mr.
excuse.
LaPella.
Good day.
All right, Mr. Powell, well, you've got a couple that might be a little lengthy, right? Let's see.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge Bo Powell for the record, and this is Ms. Tangi Carter. Judge, if we could address the Justin Busby matter.
23 CF 2415.
Judge, we have the last round of depots, September 25th, and we've spoken with the state. We've been in diligent plea negotiations.
July 23rd was the last depots.
Judge, we had to move those.
Why?
Mainly, the main officer is no longer with the Lucedale Police Department, and so we did not have an address for him. We also have, there's various reasons, Judge, but we have to take the last round of depots, but we anticipate bringing it in for a resolution or trial the week of November, your November 12th trial cycle.
And that's the next pretrial is October 27th, which if I put it on that date, it'll be over 3 years old at that time, right? No, 2.
Judge, there are.
I understand the issues, but we seemingly have been talking about the same case officer who's no longer an officer for the better part of 6 months. And I understand it's difficult, but y'all have to make this a priority to get these things done. It's not, I mean, your client has a right to speedy trial, victims have a right to a speedy trial, the state has a right to a speedy trial.
And
The
Judge,
court doesn't
we
have a
were-
right to a speedy trial, apparently, but
Judge, we were not aware of the fact until our conversation on Friday that they were having trouble serving that individual. Certainly, I believe we should be able to assist in finding him. He's still local, he's working as a private investigator, I believe, so I think we could probably help finding him.
this is the last time we were here, and Mr. Powell, you had coverage at that point with the other Mr. Powell, who said you all wanted to try this in September. I'm not going to entertain another continuance on this case. I don't care if y'all don't find him, then apparently the state's not going to have a witness if y'all can't get a deposition of him. But
Understood, Judge.
I'm not blaming either side, but it's time to fish or cut bait.
Judge, he's facing life in this state and in Mississippi, and so there just has been a lot of logistic issues. The victim's family does have civil attorneys that were not appearing for our last round because they weren't noticed, so there's been a lot of logistic issues. I understand it is a priority for the court, and it's been a priority for us as well.
It's not that it's just old, it's just been the same issue for this long. I mean, I took over this division, this is my 4th pretrial cycle, and I think we've talked about it at every single pretrial, and that's my real problem with it.
Understood.
All right.
And Your Honor, I just wanted to, first of all, hello, I haven't appeared yet. I've got the companion Mississippi case.
I understand.
Just to give, I know that has no relevance or nothing to do with this, but I appeared today just to primarily give you an update. We have a firm trial setting over there for January, and I think we all cleared our calendars for this November. If we could get this one done, we are definitely trying. I think the state's been more than helpful. We are really trying to resolve this without a trial, but if it goes to trial, if we could take this last set of depots, we'll go forward with or without.
All right, looks like the trial weeks for the November are the 10th and the 17th, with the one caveat is November 10th is a 4-day week because of Veterans Day. So, which is not a Monday holiday, so it makes it even more difficult sometimes with picking a jury potentially Monday, and then, because I'm assuming this is going to be a multiple day trial.
State would say 1 day for us, exclusive of jury selection, but I obviously don't know what the defense wishes.
I'm sorry, what did
1 day on part of the
1 day on your
state,
side?
exclusive of jury selection, yes.
Okay. How about for y'all? Do you know yet? Kind of depends if you talk to this case officer.
I would say, probably want at least 2 days total, just.
What I would like y'all to do when we get to that October date, or even sooner, is decide between the two sides, what date do you want? So subpoenas can start being sent out, because if we get to a situation where at docket day or jury review and like, well, we couldn't subpoena this person, I'm telling you to make sure that gets done sooner than later so you don't have that problem. All right, October 27th, 9 o'clock. I'm going to write this down in my notes. Absolutely last continuance. All right, we'll see you back on that date. Good to see you, Ms. Porter.
Is it your oldest case, Judge?
Well, I think you just heard about the 5-year-old case that just got assigned to me. There might be older ones than that, but they'll probably come back on appeal or something like that. So had, 5-year capias situation. So I'm not keeping track. I got enough things to keep track of. That is not one of them.
Got some wiggle room for a future continuance then. Judge, I had a couple other matters.
I didn't have the other case for the first 5 years, so I can't really tack that onto my situation, but go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Have Robert Kletzker, 25 CF 779. We are completing discovery. It's first time up. Judge, this was a transfer from the south end. I believe, I'm actually not sure who's taking over the case. I don't know if they know just yet, but we're in agreement to pass it one cycle.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, this is Kletzker. It's first time up. 10:27, 9 o'clock.
Have Tatiana Migrant. Just we received discovery on Friday. I think there was just kind of a delay getting it because there was a capias issued at one point, and that was subsequently recalled. But got discovery Friday, need a one-time continuance.
No objection, Your Honor.
How long was the capias?
It was recalled in May, and I believe it went out in early January. It was about a 3 or 4 month delay there, and I think.
All right, well, it's from December, so let's try to make it a little of a priority to get that one resolved. Yes, but October 27th, 9 o'clock.
Jonathan O'Shea. If the state and I could approach briefly.
This is 25 CF 77.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-4600 1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll. Fight fire with fire. Take one. Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working. Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm Attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
All right, so what date do you want to put that one on? 24 CF 2413, but that
Yes,
one's
sir.
getting kind of old, so let's resolve that one, Mr. Catalink.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And-
All right, Stephen Harrell,
Stephen
24
Harrell,
CF
Your Honor.
2421.
We have depots on 9:30, at 9:30 in the morning, Your Honor. Can we continue it until October 27th? That should be dispositive of the case.
Didn't y'all have depots last week?
I'm sorry?
Didn't y'all have depositions last week?
No, Your
On
Honor.
Harrell? I had listed that y'all depots on the 22nd. So you're saying they're on
No, Your
9:30 at
Honor.
9:30?
We didn't have them, but they're scheduled 100% for September 30th at 9:30.
All right, 1027, let's bring that in for a landing as well. It'll be a year old at that point.
Yes, sir. It's going to be finished on that day, Judge.
All right, perfect.
That's
Is
all I
that
have.
all, Mr. Catalink?
That's all I have, I think, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Nopes. Did we get a list of the PD clients who were here? Mr. Maddox, there were some people that were on to this morning's docket that had a PD. I announced it, and apparently they all just left instead of me trying to tell them. I wanted to get their names so we knew who was here, and apparently they all just walked out. So we'll deal with it. At least I know who they are, at least allegedly who they are because of who's on the docket. So, but I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want them to sit here all morning just to find out they had to come back at 1. All right, go ahead, Mr. Nopes. I'm sorry about that.
Judge, I'm covering for Mr. Cobb on several cases, also Mr. Keach, and then Nathan Prince also, if he's on the docket.
Hold on just a second. Who did we have that was Jessica Taylor? Is she still here?
Jessica Taylor's one of the ones for,
He just got appointed, or he got appointed a while ago, but for some reason it was still listing Jessica Taylor under Mr. Charles Williams. So I just wanted to make sure it got covered.
look, let me tell you, the clerk's office. That's all I got to say. huh?
You're
Yes, sir.
preaching to the choir there, Mr.
Okay,
Jones.
so let me go, let's just take care of Jessica Taylor. He was just going to ask for a continuance anyway.
Well, she's here, but she's in the hallway because I was hoping she'd get a chance to meet Mr. Cobb, and I asked if anyone was covering, but I guess you weren't here yet. No problem
Well, I
with
was
that.
here, I had to step out for another hearing.
No worries.
And I'm supposed to tell you, Judge Terrell, thanks you for allowing me to be at that other hearing via Zoom. You didn't even realize you did that. He said, just please extend my, you know, I
I think it's one of those things that people don't realize. I probably sign about 500 orders a month, so I don't always remember each one of them.
So we'll come back to Taylor. Justina Eastwick, 25, 1266.
These are under Mr. Cobb?
These are Mr. Cobb, yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
He says there's depot scheduled October 24th, so he's asking for a continuance.
This Eastlick, all right.
And there's no objection to that, but the offer will be expiring
When?
for next free trial.
On Eastlick?
Yes.
Isn't this the first time up?
There's a pre-deposition offer to resolve the withhold.
Okay.
Information. I emailed.
All right. So, Ms. Eastlick, you might want to talk to Mr. Cobb about that.
I appreciate that, Judge, 'cause a lot of times those messages, I can text it to him, but it's just something about.
I know, but just to follow up, make sure it happens. Don't want to be a situation where there was a miscommunication or a lack of a communication and the offer gets withdrawn. When are the depositions? Do you know,
He
Ms.
says
Berkman?
October 24th.
Okay, all right. The Friday before. All right, so we're going to put you on October 27th at 9 o'clock. We'll see you back then, Ms. Eastlick.
Then he has State versus James Jackson, 24 CF 2486. He says depositions are scheduled for September 30th, so he's also asking for continuance.
There's no objection.
Did y'all have depositions before? I had them on June 19th, they were listed.
Asking for, I don't know.
Oh, I understand.
Hold on.
Oh,
Don't go
sorry.
anywhere.
Case will be a year old when we come back next time. That's just my big concern.
I don't have any handwritten depo notes in my file.
I wrote it down wrong. Yeah, I'm sure the depositions were noticed for June 19th, but maybe they got continued, postponed. All right. Let's just make sure they get done. If you could pass that along, Mr. Nopes. 10:27 at 9 o'clock. So October 27th, Mr. Jackson, 9 o'clock. Stay in touch with Mr. Cobb.
In the next case, he has his State versus Lonnie Ward, 24 CF 2269.
Mr. Ward's approaching. Go ahead.
So Judge, he's asking to leave it left set because he thinks it's going to be possibly a plea on docket day, and he actually said plea or continuance on docket day.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ward, September 2nd, which is next Tuesday, is our docket day. It's usually Monday, but it's a holiday. So Tuesday next week, September 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you back then.
Then is Jessica Taylor back? You want to just pass her and see if she shows back up?
See if she shows back up. But I was just, the main reason I had passed her is so she could talk to Mr. Cobb if he was going to be here, because I signed the order appointing Mr. Cobb to the case, like, what did we figure? It was like 4 or 6 weeks ago or something like that. And it was still showing under Mr. Williams. So I didn't know if Mr. Cobb knew about the case or not, and I wanted to make sure she had a chance to talk to him if he were here. But if she doesn't come back, we'll just we'll put her on for September 2nd.
Okay.
If you could tell Mr. Cobb that way.
Well, he's got to be here.
He knows
anyway,
that
so
she's to be there, or at least figure it out.
let's just go ahead and put her on the docket day, and if she shows up, then we can readjust. And then Jeremy Keach says that he's got Cameron Gully, 24 CF 84. And he said that when he looks on the docket, that it doesn't show up on the docket. And they called the clerk, and their office said the same thing, but he believes, from what his notes show, that it was parked it on this docket today from the June pretrial, but he's just not certain if it's going to show up or not.
I've got them both on my docket. Which one did he already plead to?
He pled to the 85, Your Honor. I
85.
think the open one is the 84 case.
Okay. I think we talked about last time it was going to be a trial September 8th.
And state is ready.
Yeah, that's what he said, just need the date, court date to set this for trial.
All right. As far as you know, Ms. Leone, any other challenges or hiccups or things left to be done?
No, Your Honor. We only have to arrange travel for witnesses out of state, but can be done.
And last time he said it would be 3 days. Do you still agree with that?
Yes, I think excluding jury selection, the state's case will take probably a whole day. So then defense or whatever leftover I may have.
Okay. All right, so we'll put it on September 2nd, next Tuesday at 9 o'clock for its docket day. If Mr. Keach could be there for that date, so we can make sure we're making preparations.
And it's going to trial this go around?
We talked about that back in June, because y'all had some depositions out of state still. Those were finished, I believe,
Yes.
last time, and it's September 8th is the date that they chose last time.
Yes, Your
But I
Honor.
still want to talk to him about it if we could on Tuesday, because I don't want to get too close to the trial date before we actually talk to him.
Sure.
All right. And you can tell him his client wouldn't have to be here for docket day, but would have to be here for the jury review on next Friday,
Yes, sir.
because I know he's traveling from out of state as well.
So Your Honor, you said the jury review, we have a Friday?
Jury review,
We have it? Okay.
yes. Just to make sure everything's ready for Monday.
Yes, yes.
He would need to be, client needs to be here on the 5th.
I think that brings us to your cases, Mr. Nopes.
I've got one more that's for another attorney. It's Nathan Prince, and it's Brandon Hardaway. They text me, or Adrian Middleton, his partner, texted me this morning, and he asked me if I'd cover it, but he never told me what he wanted done.
I
so
think they're leaving, that there's a hearing on one of the co-defendants on Thursday.
That's correct, Judge. I did see that. There is a hearing, a status hearing on 8/20.
So we'll just keep it for 8/28. I think it's at 3 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Now on to my cases, Judge.
No, that was Hardaway. Prince.
Right, Brendan Hardaway.
All right, now what do you have, Mr. Nopes?
Judge, the first case I've got is Stephen Barber. Judge, the state has made a reasonable offer. I'm leaving Wednesday, and I will not be back until Tuesday afternoon of next week. And I'd like to talk to Mr. Barber. I don't want to leave it on docket day because I don't plan to be here. So if I could just continue with the understanding that we're going to probably bring it in for a landing next pretrial.
Well, if y'all decide to work it out and it's a plea, there could be sooner dates if you want to put it on there, Mr. Nopes.
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
And it's a pretty new case too, so I'm not worried about the timing.
Then, Judge, the next case I have is Terry L. Dunn, 25 CF 73. Judge, Mr. Dunn has passed away, and I've asked that his wife to send us a death certificate. I've not received that as of yet, but I expect to have that, and I'll get it filed. I'll do a notice of filing, confidential information. State.
We'll just put it on 10/27 just for really status, but once you do the suggestion, I'm guessing it'll be dismissed. What else do you have, Mr. Nopes?
Judge, I've got Bradley Geisey, Giese. Bradley Geisey, we had depositions a few weeks ago, and the state and I had discussed, they were trying to decide if they wanted to leave it a criminal case or if it was more of a civil case. I just asked to put it on for 10/27. Again, I want to talk to my client once we get a firm offer from the state, and I won't have the ability to do so before docket day.
State's fine with that, Your Honor.
10/27, 9 o'clock.
Judge, the next case I have is Joseph Lolley, L-O-L-L-E-Y. Judge, I'm asking for a continuance. I met with my client this morning. We may very well have a ability. I need to talk with the state. He and I discussed several things that he was having was concerned there might be a partial problem if he accepted the state's offer. And I need to talk with the state about if we can adjust some of the details of the plea arrangement.
Yeah, I believe defense has filed a motion for the investigation.
We do that on all of our cases, Judge, because an investigator does a very, very good job about contacting any witnesses that the people want to have us talk to and tracking down some of them as well. But then the investigator does a good job of talking to the client and getting, it's constant contact.
Well, I understand that, but I don't think it's supposed to be intended to every case has an investigator. I mean, we're not talking about, if there's specific reasons why, I'll certainly look at it and potentially have a hearing. But if I just every case assign an investigator or appoint one, and it's, eventually the state's going to run out of money. But if there's a particular reason, you're free to file the motion and set it for hearing. This case is from July of last year.
I'm sorry, is defense asking for a full cycle
If
continuance?
we just go to October 27th.
I object. I will leave the offer open only until this docket day, and then it's revoked, and we'll be ready for trial. The victim was here in court today.
I'm not going to be here Monday.
Tuesday is the docket day.
Well, I understand, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to be back until Tuesday afternoon. I've kind of a plea. I actually have scheduled a little bit of time off, Wednesday to Tuesday.
What's that like?
I know, really, it's a shock, isn't it? Criminal defense attorney gets a little time off.
You could have communicated, Mr. Nopes.
Well, I didn't know that he was considering accepting the plea.
Well, do we want to put it on maybe Friday at the jury review? And
That's fine.
Mr. Nopes, can you do Friday next week? It'd be what, 5th?
So that's the 5th. That should be fine, Judge.
Lolly will be September 5th at 9 o'clock. Possible plea. Mr. Lolly, so that's next Friday, September 5th. We'll see you back 9 o'clock.
Schedule an appointment, please. Judge, next case I have is Shannon Martin, 25 CF 853. He is a co-defendant with Miss Merrifield's, I think it was Charles Day.
Yes.
And I think you continued their case.
I believe I did. Guess there's an issue with discovery. Do you have discovery on your case, Mr. Nopes?
There was the same issue, I'm not sure.
My understanding is you'll have it the next 24 hours.
And similar to the other defendant, there's a PTI offer in this case. We can talk about specifics.
Send it to me and I'll get him in next week.
All right, so do you want the 27th of October? Mr. Nopes? October 27th?
Yes, sir.
All right, October 27th, 9 o'clock.
Judge, the last case I have is Ralph Thompson. Judge, he's got a new case, 2025 CF 399. I have not received any discovery on that case. Mr. Thompson did approach me this morning, and I'd asked him to get some form of a letter from his doctor as to his future prognosis with his condition. And he told me that he thinks that today I should receive medical records and possibly additional information from his doctor. But I don't have any discovery on that 25 case anyhow, so.
Mr. Thompson, are you staying with Mr. Nopes? You've announced a couple of times, I think, that you were going to hire someone else.
Sir, I should have never depended on my dad to pay for my attorney anyway, but we was talking and he was going to hire Dudley, but no, sir, I'm going to stay with Mr. Nopes. And when I found that out, I met with him one time, and I think it was like on the 15th. I went and met with him, but
He did meet with me in the last few weeks.
You appointed to all of his cases?
I am, Judge. 1, 2, 3, 4, should be 5 on the docket today.
I've got 5.
Yep.
I know there's a new one, but the oldest one is over a year old.
But I don't think I've been involved that long, but I'll look.
There's one from July of 24. There's 3 from November, all different dates, November of 24. And there's the newest one from February of this year.
Yeah, in my notes, I have Mr. Nopes got on the cases as of April 30th.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
There's some old cases out there, so we just need to start pushing these along.
Judge, honestly, when he indicated to me that day in court he was hiring somebody, I just said, well, no sense in scheduling depositions. It's going to have to just be canceled.
I'm so sorry for that, too. I really thought,
In fact, you said it twice, Mr. Thompson. You said, I'll have her here next time, and she'll be here next time. You said it twice. So I understand why Mr. Nopes is not pushing through a case when you're telling him that, you're getting
That's totally
somebody
my
else.
fault. I'm sorry.
I understand, but that's what the delay in the case is for the last 2 cycles. So All right, I'll put it on October 27th, but I expect some progress.
Yes, sir.
Have a good
Stay in
day.
touch with your lawyer, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Nopes. Mr. Tony, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
We have two matters before the court today. One is the State of Florida versus Donald Hinton in case 2025 CF 1283. You know, we need a little bit more time. We've been negotiating a settlement in this case, and I talked to the state this morning, and there's some new evidence that they have, so we're going to ask that this be continued.
October 27th at 9 o'clock, it's the first time up.
And the other one is Kevin Lee Gilliam McKinney State of Florida versus Kevin McKinley. That's case 2024 CF 1580. We have depositions set on that case on September the 29th, Your Honor.
Are we sure it's the 29th?
It's my case.
Is it the 29th?
I think it's September 29th.
I think we had the same discussion last time. One of y'all said the 26th, and one of y'all said the 29th. I just want to make sure the subpoenas went out on the right day.
We have depositions set, Your Honor, one way or another.
Well, yeah, except we've had it happen before where the two lawyers think they're on different days, and it turns out the subpoenas go out for the wrong day.
I think we already sent.
It's the 29th, Your Honor, at 10 a.m.
Okay, perfect. You agree this time, so that's good.
Your Honor, I think you have a 1 o'clock docket as well?
Today?
Yeah, I think I have an Amber Lynn on that docket.
Amber Lynn McGovern. She was probably just set on the public defender docket, and then once you were retained, it just needed to be moved over, but it didn't. So, y'all want to handle that now?
Yes, Your Honor, I would. State defender, the public defender doesn't object, I'd ask that they be relieved and I'd be added on that case. I think I've already filed my notices on it.
Yeah, you're already on the case, it just wasn't moved over to this docket. Yeah, 1027 for McKinney, sorry. I wrote it down, I didn't say it. All right.
And I think that's all I have, Judge.
All right, what do you want to do with McGovern?
I'm just going to ask that it be continued.
It's the first time up?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1027, 9 o'clock. All right, thank you, Mr. Tony. All right, Mr. Kleins, are you ready with yours?
First, I have Bradley Anderson. You know, if we could pass Mr. Anderson, we were trying to make contact with him. He has been in contact with my office. Okay. And I'm going to pass Mr. Augustine. He just stepped out to get something to eat real quick. I do have Ashley Cook. She is present and approaching.
Which case, Mr. Klein?
This is Miss Ashley Cook, 24 CF 2868.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're going to announce plea or trial for Ms. Cook. And we'll see you back next Tuesday.
All right, state ready for potential trial?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Cook, we'll see you back on Tuesday next week, which is September 2nd at 9 o'clock. Stay in touch with Mr. Kleins.
Next, I have Kyeric Cope, followed by Keisha Delbridge. And Mr. Cope is present. Situation with Mr. Cope, Your Honor, is he was arrested in early May. I filed a discovery demand, and I think because of the issue with the clerk's office, the state never saw the discovery demand. We didn't receive the discovery until recently, like the past week. So a continuance is in order. I personally don't think either party should be charged a continuance here. I think it should be a court continuance.
I don't control the clerk's office.
I know, I don't want to waste Speedy, but I also don't want the state to be eating a continuance when they didn't do anything wrong either.
When did you get discovery?
I believe on the 22nd.
So just this past Friday?
Yeah, in the past week.
So what are you asking for as far as date, 27th?
The 27th of October, Your Honor.
All right, October 27th at 9 o'clock, if you could please indicate in the minutes that it's not charged to the defendant for purposes of speedy trial.
What's your next court date? Call my office today. Next, I have Keisha Delbridge, will be followed by Susan Ford. Ms. Delbridge is approaching, Your Honor. She has 25 CF 1032 on this docket. On the south end of the county, she has 25 CF 1030 and 25 CF 1031. I have requested that the state file a motion to transfer this case to the south end to track with the lower case numbers. They all seem to be related. She is already represented by my office with Mr. Harper on the south end.
Yes, Your Honor, the state is going to transfer it to the south end.
I am aware of the case that was issued on August 11th, Your Honor. She's here. Ms. Delbridge is related that her bondsman basically had her be here today. Because she's got different court dates in different parts of the county, and I know this court didn't issue the warrant, but I would ask if the court would consider.
Well, her letter was addressed to me, and I'm the only one that didn't do it, so. The problem is she doesn't have another court date down there now. What I'm going to try to do, because the problem was it's got my name on it, so they may not have looked at it. I thought I'd try to send it over to them last week to make sure they took a look at it, but I'm not sure if that was done or not. So I'm going to ask you to stick around, Ms. Delbridge, and I'm going to see if I can get Judge Clark to give me an idea if she's okay with me withdrawing your capias on the other cases due to the confusion. I just don't like to make decisions on other judges' cases without informing them first. So I'm going to send this to her and see if I'm not sure what she has going on today, but I'll see what they can do and have my office follow up with them. But just stick around, Ms. Delbridge, and we'll see if we can get it worked out.
We do appreciate that, Your Honor.
Yeah,
and
one of those things that happens. I think it's at least the second or third time this has happened in the past couple of weeks with different cases.
And she's aware of that. I said, if Judge Oberliesen had issued the capias and you're here, I don't think it's an issue, but judges tend not to like to step on each other's toes if at all possible, so.
Sorry for the delay, Mr. Kleins. Go ahead.
Your Honor, this is Susan Ford in 25 CF 560. We're going to be asking for continuance today. We are in the process of setting depositions. We should have those dates today or tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have this ready for disposition next cycle.
October 27th, 9 o'clock. Let's get the depot set.
Yes, sir. Next, I have Cynthia Gallardo in the courtroom. That'll be followed by Marquez Livingston. Your Honor, Ms. Gallardo is approaching. The situation with Ms. Gallardo is we've attempted to depose the main officer in this case a couple of times. She is on military leave for an unknown period of time. I have talked with Mr. Sheik. We are on the cusp of agreeing to a misdemeanor plea offer here. So if we can leave Ms. Gallardo's case on for 9/2, the plea would be to a misdemeanor. So ideally, she wouldn't even be here. I'll just show up with a plea agreement on the second.
What would the misdemeanor be?
Possession of paraphernalia.
Okay. All right. Just make sure you have all the paperwork and she gets it signed if that's what y'all going to do.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, September 2nd, next Tuesday, Ms. Gallardo, clear continuance.
Give me that information today if you can. Okay. All right. Thanks. Next, I have Your Honor, Kenneth Jones is on my docket. He's in custody. So
we'll just have him on Wednesday?
Yes.
So we'll see him on Wednesday.
he's going to plea on Wednesday, too.
Okay.
Marquez Livingston, followed by James Llewellyn. Your Honor, Mr. Livingston is approaching. We are going to be asking to continue this case. There is no plea offer for Mr. Livingston at this time. We do need to take depositions. It does seem like there's going to be a number of witnesses in this matter.
All right. I think it's the first time up.
I believe it is.
All right. 10:27 at 9 o'clock.
It's today. Yes. That appointment set, okay? Yes. All right, we'll talk. Next, I have James Llewellyn, followed by J.C. McQuestion. Mr. Llewellyn is approaching, Your Honor. We did file a stand-your-ground motion. I believe that is going to be set and noticed for a hearing at the court's miscellaneous date in late September. We would ask the court to continue this to October, knowing there's going to be a hearing in between now and then.
No objection, Your Honor.
When was that filed?
It was filed last week, Your Honor.
So 10:27 at 9 o'clock for the pretrial, but just make sure you file a notice.
Oh, I've already asked my assistant to lock down that date today, so I want to get that notice filed
I just want to
today.
make sure it gets done. And,
Yes, sir.
Even if it's 4 weeks away, we just want to make sure
Well-
everyone's on notice as to when it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
If I may ask, Mr. Kleins, would you mind sending it to me via email? I was an e-served on
Absolutely.
that
I'll email
motion.
you
I didn't
today.
know.
Yeah, I'll email it to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Make sure y'all talk about how much time you might need, because the last couple of stand-your-ground hearings that I've done have lasted 1 day and 2 days.
It
So-
won't take that long, but I already told my assistant this is probably going to take an hour plus.
I mean, those were in murder cases. It might be a little bit different, but at the same time, I just want to make sure we don't set ourselves up to be here till 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, I already told her, I'm like, this is not a 15-minute situation here. This is going to be a
Okay,
lengthy
I got you.
hearing.
Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yes, thank you.
And just try to take a look at whatever docket you're putting on, that it's not too packed already.
Next, I have J.C. McQuestion, followed by Victoria McLeod. And this is Mr. McQuestion approaching, Your Honor. This is his first time up. We are going to be asking to continue this. His current plea offer is 61 months in the department, so we're going to need to be taking depositions. We already have had some contact with the alleged victim, so we will try to get this resolved as quick as we can.
Are y'all going to be setting up depositions, or?
Oh, we're totally setting depositions. Hopefully, it'll be ready for disposition next cycle, but I can't promise that. I don't want to.
That's the first time up. I just want to see
Correct.
where we're at.
Yes, sir.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, October 27th, 9 o'clock. All right, see you back on that date, Mr. McQuestion.
Next, I have Victoria McLeod, followed by Cecilia Mortimer. This is Miss McLeod. Your Honor, the way the police report's written in this situation, There very well may be a C4 in this case. I am intending to take the deposition of the officer, so I would ask the court for continuance.
What are you going to do with the depot first?
It's just one officer. That's it.
All right. 10:27 at 9 o'clock to set the one depot and possible C4.
Yes, sir. All right. Next, I have Cecilia Mortimer, followed by Haley Riggs. Ms. Mortimer is present. Your Honor, this morning, Ms. Mortimer provided me a digital copy of this bill of sale that we've been trying to get our hands on. I did advise her I need the actual physical piece of paper. Here on this side. I did also talk to Mr. Maddox. He represents a co-defendant in this case. He needs to take depositions in the matter. I would ask the court to continue Ms. Mortimer one cycle. I have stressed to her today that she needs to get me that paper copy of that bill of sale. Like a picture on a cell phone isn't going to cut it in terms of evidentiary quality. So she is aware, and she did provide me, it's very unusual, and I will make sure that the state is aware of this, that she did provide me a key fragment this morning that she claims was used in the car. So I will put that in a Ziploc bag when I get to my office for what it's worth. She is trying to provide me evidence, what I'm trying to get at. I would ask the court for one cycle continuance. However, this is a grand theft auto situation. Once I get that bill of sale, it probably would require listing a defense witness because the bill of sale that I saw mentioned the alleged owner by name. His name is Zachary Wagner, so I'd have to talk to Mr. Wagner, but we're trying to get her case done as quick as we can. I don't think a C4 is appropriate in reviewing some of the other evidence that I've looked at.
All right. Case is just from February, so we'll put it on 10:27 at 9 o'clock, but let's make sure we make that progress you discussed, Mr. Clines.
This week, if at all possible. Okay. All right. Next I have.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Klein, could you forward me the digital one? That way I can at least start working.
Absolutely. All right.
Mr. Clines?
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
All right, who else do you have, Mr.
Your Honor, I have Haley Riggs, be followed by Darren Webster. And this is Haley Riggs, Your Honor. We did last week, myself and Ms. Basso and Mr. Williams deposed 2 witnesses in this matter. There was at least 2 other CPT, DCF witnesses who weren't there. I would ask to continue, Ms. Riggs. I will tell the court that a prompt resolution in this matter is I think what all the parties involved want to happen, because the custody of the children is at issue here. So technically, I'm asking for a continuance, but I'm going to talk to Ms. Basso before I leave the courtroom today to see if maybe there's something we can do to speed up the process as fast as possible here.
Sounds like an excellent plan, Judge. We have no objection to the continuance, and we'll work to get this resolved sooner if we can, or at least get some of those issues taken care of.
All right, Ms. Riggs, it's going to be October 27th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully not that long, then. Okay? All right. I'll call you, okay? All right. Darren Webster? Your Honor, I've had no contact with Mr. Webster. I'll defer to the court.
He was here at the last pretrial on June 23rd, where he was given this date. State.
I'll ask for a KPS, Your Honor.
All right. For Darren Webster, 25 CF 37, KPS no bond. Obviously, if he shows up later, Mr. Klein's
Certainly.
talking about withdrawing it. Which reminds me, you can bring up Ms. Delbridge once you're done.
Okay. We'll go ahead and recall Ms. Delbridge.
Okay. I didn't know if you had more.
I have a couple more, but I mean.
All right. So, sometimes things work out pretty well. I already have a response from Judge Clark to withdraw your KPS in your other case. So if we could do that in the 1030 and the 1031, they're not my cases, but I've received a message back from Judge Clark already that says to set her on the pretrial conference date of October 13th at 9 o'clock. And then also just make sure you contact Mr. Harper, who's your lawyer on those cases, and will ultimately be the lawyer on this case because the state's transferring it down there.
Thank you so much.
All right, so it's going to be October 13th at 9 o'clock in the Fort Walton Courthouse,
Yes, sir.
otherwise known as the Okaloosa County Courthouse Annex Extension.
Thank you so much.
All three cases, because the state's going to file a transfer motion
Here's contact
post
info.
haste.
For Rudy, it's the same contact info. Except
Okay.
obviously
1031 and
right now it's
1030.
A little different, but their phone number's the same.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
And I will advise Mr. Harper today that her cases have been transferred and her next court date is the 13th of October.
Maybe describe what happened here today, too.
I will.
So
I'll go
in
into
case
some
so
detail.
the paperwork gets, lost in the mail to Fort Walton. That they know that we withdrew the KPS on both of her cases because they gave her the only one court date.
He will be aware.
Thank you.
Next, I have Sierra Westbrooks, followed by Ashley Woody. As Ms. Westbrooks is approaching, Your Honor, we did recently receive the discovery sometime in the past week or so. Based on how that report's written, I also have to take the deposition of the arresting officer in that case. I would ask for a one-cycle continuance. Should be no issues getting a deposition taken before next court date, though.
This is the first time up, so we're going to do October 27th at 9 o'clock. Be back on that date. Ms. Westbrook, stay in touch with Mr. Kleins.
Next, I have Ashley Woody. That's going to be followed by Kenneth Singletary. And Ms. Woody is approaching in 24 CF 2724. We took some depositions in Ms. Woody's case about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. In the depositions, both of the police officers referenced making an identification of Ms. Woody based on surveillance video that they reviewed. I don't have that. I don't know if the state has that surveillance footage. We have proposed a counteroffer, but in full candor, I told Ms. Leone, I don't even know if it's a good counteroffer because I haven't seen the video, so I don't know if it's a legitimate counteroffer or not. I would ask the court to continue this one cycle, so hopefully we can get that video and see whether or not it's a decent counteroffer, but we are trying to resolve this.
Yes, I don't know about the video, though. I do know that there were screenshots from the video. Did you receive those?
I think we received some things last week.
Okay.
So we've done the depots, basically.
Right.
We just need to review the digital evidence, and the case will be set for trial if there's no resolution next time.
That's fine.
But if we get an early plea, I'll advance it. The early plea proposal, Your Honor, was a plea to a trespass. So, if the state agrees to that, we can just.
I'm just tired of coming to court.
constantly over it.
All right. October 27th at 9 o'clock. I'm going to call this, well, I'm not going to call it last continuance, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting there.
I would call it a last continuance.
Okay.
I expect this to be ready for plea or trial next cycle if we don't get a resolution.
I just don't understand. So there was video. Who had the video that was able to screenshot it?
That's the question. That's really the question we had, is because when the depots were done, I was like, okay, well, then where's the video? Like, I mean, if the officers are referencing a video, and this is the only way they made the identification, I think the video is pretty critical to what's going on here, so.
All right. I look forward to it being resolved.
Sir. Thank you. Next, I have Kenneth Singletary. I'm going to follow that by Dennis Brooks. These are individuals that were not on the docket today. Okay, they are. Okay.
Singletary's on Wednesday.
I was going to say, Mr. Singletary was recently released from jail, and so, yes, so he called my office, and we had talked in the jail, and I said, look, if you're going to get out before the 25th, come to court on the 25th. He does have a case 25 CF 230. We have not received discovery in that matter yet. I would ask the court to continue this to the 10/27 docket.
Mr. Kleins, are you aware that Mr. Singletary's filed a couple of his own motions at some point during the case, maybe before you were on it? So
I'm aware. We discussed that at the jail. I advised him I'm not going to be adopting the motions, but I mean, I'm aware that they're there, and
I just want to make sure that they were discussed.
I always tell clients, hey, I'll take all the help I can get. I don't promise I'm always going to use it, but I like the effort.
But it was before you were on the case.
Correct. Yes, sir.
But he had a PD, so they were treated as a nullity at that point.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's from Wednesday's docket, but we'll put it on October 27th at 9 o'clock. Will be your next court date, Mr. Singletary. Stay in touch with Mr. Kleins now that he's on your case.
He just told you. Your next court date's October 27th.
It'll be October 27th instead of August 27th.
You're not going to get a KPS this one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm not sure we can promise that. You never know with the paperwork the way it is.
Well, I'll be here. If there's a KPS issued, I'm sleeping on the job. So you're good, man. You're good.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right. Your Honor, I have Dennis Brooks. He's not on my docket, but he's probably on yours, 25 CF 1230.
Hold on just a second. Let me see
Yes,
if
sir.
I can find it. Brooks. Say again. All right, give me the case number again.
25 CF 1230.
On today's docket.
Situation with Mr. Brooks, Mr. Brooks, he scores about 44 months in the department as currently charged. We are deposing 4 witnesses in that case. We would ask the court for a one-cycle continuance.
No objection.
Just give me a second. I want to look at what the clerk's site has on the case.
Yeah, there's a couple people I haven't.
There was a notice to appear issued by the clerk on July 16th for this date. It says it's set for today, but it's not on anybody's docket.
But he is here. He does score 44 months. We are asking to continue this one cycle.
October 27th, 9 o'clock. Let's hope he ends up on the docket.
Your Honor, if I could recall Gabriel Augustine.
Do you have a Devin Thomas and Billy Thorne?
Yes, so Mr. Thorne is in custody.
Okay.
Devin Thomas, we filed a motion to continue, and I believe the court signed it. We are waiting to take depots for Mr. Thomas's case.
Mr. Augustine, 25 CF 197.
So the issue with Mr. Augustine, Your Honor, is he was in the process of getting a medical card. Literally the day he had that meeting scheduled with the doctor, he suffered a head wound. He has 10 staples in his head right now. Significant damage that he sustained, so he was not able to get the card. I would ask the court to continue this to October 27th. I did advise Mr. Augustine he's going to need to have that card by the end of October. But, I mean...
Is the plea offer dependent on it or something?
If we can show proof of a card, the state would consider null processing the case.
A post-charging marijuana card?
I mean, that's what we're working on. I'm not saying that they're guaranteed, like... we're trying. I'm personally looking at the staples in his head, though. I mean, they're legitimate.
All right, October 27th, 9 o'clock.
So you can get it, the better. I'll see you then, okay? All right, Your Honor, if I could call Kyric Cope. Mr. Cope is present.
Can we handle his case already?
Oh, okay. You threw me off because I turned around. I was like, I swear I'm going in order. Let me make sure. Talked about Mr. Thomas and Mr. Thorne, Ms. Westbrooks. Geronte Bryant was the last one. With Mr. Bryant, Your Honor, we have tried to take the deposition of the alleged victim in this matter twice. I have asked my investigator to try to find this individual, and he can't find this individual. I talked to Mr. Bryant and explained the situation. I did advise him that the state would consider a plea to an alternate charge. He wants us to make one last attempt to try to depose the alleged victim in the case. I can't even file a motion for an order to show cause because he's never been served. So we will try to, if the state would it be okay? Would you guys accept the subpoena so you can try to serve it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll serve the state with the subpoena and we'll see.
Make sure you send them a subpoena. So.
Well, we will. But I mean, my investigator in late July tried to find this individual and can't find any place he's at. So we'll try one more time. But if we can get something worked out in the meantime, we'll advance it.
All right, 10:27, 9 o'clock.
Take a seat, and just in case Mr. Anderson shows up at the last second.
I think we had some no attorney cases. All right. David Beck, come on up. This is David Matthew Beck, 25 CF 493. Mr. Beck, I think last time you were here, you were talking about hiring a lawyer, and
yes, sir.
I don't see one yet. So
yes, sir. I had to verify myself with my taxes. That's what I've been waiting on with my taxes. My dad normally did my taxes.
I hope you got an extension. Otherwise, you're pretty late on those.
Well, I did them, sir, and I'm waiting. I had to. My dad normally does my taxes, and for some reason, he didn't put my name down. He put me down as Matt Beck instead of David Matthew Beck. So I don't know why he would do that, but he did. So I've had to verify myself. I've got verified and everything, so I'm just waiting. They said it could take 9 weeks after I got verified yeah, it's just, but I'm working on it, sir.
I understand. It's just, that you're...
Well, I've made an appointment with Cobb and I think Mr. Garrett, sir. I'm going to speak with them today and see if they'll let me do a payment plan where I can try to go ahead and see someone and get on a payment plan of some kind. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. The issue is, as your case gets older, and if you get a lawyer for the next time, yes. I tell this to lawyers all the time. When you take a case that's older,
yes, sir.
You take it as it is.
Yes, sir.
So you're not going to get 4 continuances on a case yes, just because you're new to it. They kind of take it where it is. So they're going to have a lot of work to do relatively quickly.
I'm sorry.
Again,
it's hard.
I just don't want you to put yourself in a bad situation.
Yes, sir. I work every day.
I know.
Bills are killing me.
Somewhere in Alabama, right?
Yes, sir. I work for.
Robertsdale?
In Robertsdale, yes, sir.
See, I remember some of these things.
Same place, yes, sir.
He doesn't know. I just watched it again yesterday. So. Well, that's just my concern, Mr. Beck. So, at some point, you're going to have to either,
Yes, sir.
Do that, or we're going to move on without it. Whether you represent yourself or you apply for a public defender, I'm not sure if you're going to be eligible. I'm not saying you're not. I just
Yes,
don't
sir.
know until you fill out an application. You can do that if you'd like.
You want me to, I will.
I'm not asking you to. You're free to represent yourself
I'll
or
do
hire
whatever
someone
you say.
else or ask for a public defender, but I can't tell you which one to do.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll put you on October 27th at 9 o'clock.
I will
Again,
do my
let's
best
have
to
something
have
figured
one.
out by then.
Yes, sir. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Thank you. Do you understand you waived your right to a speedy trial through the continuances?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. Do we have Memory Medlin? Yes, sir. Oh, she's listed as in jail.
Judge, I actually was appointed on Ms. Medlin.
Okay.
I did see that she was added to the mornings list and it was showing her as not having an attorney. And so frankly, this case and a couple others are why I came in this morning.
And I announced for one of the first 15 minutes or so if there's anyone here for the PD, and then I wanted to get their names, and apparently most of them left. So she may be back at 1 o'clock.
All right, Judge.
Or she may have been told to be here on Wednesday, that she was going to have court Wednesday because she was in jail at the time. So
Yes,
I don't want to issue in KPS until I know she hasn't actually knowingly missed court.
Yes, sir.
So let's try to readdress her if she shows up today. We have Hunter Stewart. I'm showing jail as well. How was someone released 3 weeks ago and still showing is in jail on my list? Well, let's bring him back August 27th on Wednesday to see if he shows up for that court date, because that's the one he would have been given at some point. Oh, and then Evan Reynolds is the co-defendant of Hardaway and Johns. Let's put him, I got a message from Tim Shaw's office. They intended to put that one on Thursday as well. Evan Reynolds, 22 CF 1476. It's under Webster. Yeah, they were all supposed to be put on that date, and Mr. Shaw forgot to inform me until after he got back to his office, and they reached out. No, Thursday, the 8/28. Yeah, I just had those PD cases. Who else do we have left? Miss, your name is? You're supposed to be what? Okay. I know it. Well, I must have looked at it for the 1 o'clock docket. Do y'all want to handle her case? Who's?
She's mine, Judge.
Okay, come on up. Let's just go ahead and handle it now so you're not waiting another 3 hours this afternoon.
Judge, the discovery exhibit on this was not filed until 8/18. Some documents were provided on 8/15. I'm going to have to move for a continuance. I did not note whether this was first time up, but I think it probably is.
It is. OFSAC?
Which one? Continuance or first time up? Means it's the first time at pretrial
135
conference.
on my docket, so look at the last page. It's the first pretrial. OFSAK.
There is two of us off sex. We both have the first name Alex. One is my dad. He's now deceased.
So your name is Alex, middle name Andrea?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
just figured it was a typo, so that's why I asked. All
I
right.
thought so too, Ms.
So we're going to put you on 10/27 at 1 o'clock. That's when the PD cases are called.
In just a moment, I can talk to you outside.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, just.
And then we'll just leave the other PD cases for this afternoon.
That's fine,
I have a
Judge.
feeling they all probably walked out when I told them not to.
Now, Judge, I've got Mr. Mungia as being in jail. Okay.
Mungia, Adam, or Aiden, or
Aiden.
Aden, 25 CF 993, he's in jail, we'll bring back August 27th. All right. Anybody I didn't call?
There were a couple that I had on for this morning, but again, they're PD cases.
Let's just try to address them this afternoon, and then once we get done with everybody this afternoon, we'll kind of do a final lap of who didn't show up.
That'll be fine, Joe.
All right. Gentleman in the back, or did you have a case? Okay, yeah, she'll be here at 1 o'clock. All right.
Allow me to put him on for September 2nd. He has been in contact with my office. I called and left a message for him last week. The state did over the weekend make a revised offer to him, which I definitely want to be talking to him about. I don't know, we've tried to call him this morning, his voicemail is full. I'll defer to how the court wants to react. I will try to get him here next Tuesday, no matter what, but I'll defer to however the court wants to handle that.
Mr. Claus, what's the name again?
Bradley Anderson.
There it is. Fleeing to elude and possession.
Yeah, there's a possession case too. And he has 2 misdemeanors pending too.
I'm fine, Your Honor. If he doesn't show up on the 2nd, then we'll ask for a capias.
All right, September 2nd. Or it'll be a capias. All right, anything else we want to address before we take a lunch break?
No, Your Honor.
Then we'll be in recess until 1 o'clock. Oh, let me see whose case that is.